Good or bad news for Jimmy Kimmel. So I Google how many affiliates of ABC is preempting Jimmy Kimmel's late night show, and it looks like it's almost all of them. Okay, and so then I look at because it says how many affiliates is what I typed in, and I get this, and look, this right here, this blue area. I got my mouse to work. I discovered the other day I was researching critical thinking. I wanted some articles on critical thinking, and it was sending me to colleges, and I had a couple little things that give you a rough draft of what critical thinking is and how they're going to teach it. And I just need to go buy me a book. I want to go buy a book. And I discovered that this blue right here, which guys, I'm old. Apparently, this is AI generated from Copilot. This blue. So I've noticed every time, and I bet you guys, when you guys are searching something, researching something, the first thing that prompts is this blue section here. Now, this says the hill, but generally 9 times out of 10, it's a Copilot generated thing to to steer you to that. Now, I could be wrong on that, but when I clicked on it yesterday for critical thinking, it said this is AI generated stuff, that it gathers information all over and then compiled it to give me uh, a small look of what critical thinking is. So, Sinclaire Broadcast Group is preempting Jimmy Kimmel across its ABC affiliates. Now, it has I believe Sinclair has the largest affiliate stations, and also here we have Nexstar Group as well, which I had to literally type this in because when I first typed how many affiliates, it just Sinclair all the way down, and then different affiliates covering it. So I physically typed in Nexstar, which they own a smaller portion. They are also preempting it. And so I begged the question, well, who's going to watch it? Are they just going to, okay, they're going to air it and then they're going to dump it on YouTube? I don't know. Just inquiring minds want to know. So Sinclair ABC station won't air Jimmy Kimmel's despite return to network. The Sinclair Broadcasting Group revealed that it won't air Jimmy Kimmel live on its ABC affiliate stations, despite Disney's decision to bring back the late night talk show beginning on Tuesday. Beginning Tuesday night, Sinclair will be preempting Jimmy Kimmel Live across the ABC affiliate stations and replacing it with news programming. And that news programming will be covering why we're not covering playing Jimmy Kimmel. We're not going to play Jimmy Kimmel. We're preempting it with news about Jimmy Kimmel. Anyway. So Sinclair, which has the nation's largest number of the network's affiliate stations, posted on X on Monday, which I didn't know about it until this morning. Because I was wanting to look at some TV. I got away from the politics. I started watching something else. Uh, Discussions with ABC on ongoing as we evaluate the show's potential return to the group that they announced this. So they have to have intense discussions on. I mean, what do they do? They know what he's going to do. He goes back to business as usual. ABC Sinclair affiliate stations will be preempting Jimmy Kimmel Live and continuing negotiations with ABC. Kimmel, whose show was pulled following his controversial comments about slaying conservative activist Charlie Kirk, negotiated his return with Walt Disney co-CEO Bob Iger and his number two Disney Entertainment co-chair Dana Walden. Sources with knowledge of the situation told the Post, "Hey, I got the scoop. The 15 million per year. This guy gets 15 million a year. And it's I don't know what are they. Is this just like a donation to the libtard Democrats for him to spew propaganda every night? Because nobody's watching his show, according to the ratings. Hose will address his comments during a monologue on his return broadcast Tuesday, though he will stop short of apologizing for his remarks that Kirk's alleged killer was part of the mega gang sources. So, he will address his comments during a monologue on his return, but he's going to stop short apologizing. So they already know. So he's steadfast. He's like, "I'm not apologizing for nothing because I don't care." And they're like, "Okay, here you go. Here's your 15 million." In a statement on Monday, Disney said it suspended Kimmel last Wednesday to avoid further inflaming a tense situation at an emotional moment for our country, calling some of his comments ill-timed and thus insensitive. Sinclair had previously called on the talk show host to issue a direct apology to the Kirk family and make a donation to the Turning Point USA, the conservative nonprofit co-founded by Kirk. Look, even if he, and I said this in a previous video, even if he did, it's not sincere. Nobody's buying it. Nobody's buying that he's being sincere. I'm so sorry. Here's some money. I heard somebody say the other day he shouldn't take, Turning Point shouldn't take a dime from him. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Look, cancel Disney. We're going to get into this in a minute. Now, look, I said on my video the other day, don't buy into Disney. They've been spewing propaganda for a long time now, maybe for the past decade, slipping in the woke crap, the gay agenda, and all aimed at our children. So I think they're wolves dressed in sheep's clothing. You could say that backwards. They're sheep dressed in. Mr. Kimball's remarks were inappropriate and deeply insensitive at a critical moment for our country. Vice President Chairman, or just Vice Chairman Jason Smith said in a statement after Kimmel's axing last week. It is not yet clear whether Nexstar, which has 32 ABC affiliates, will follow in Sinclair's footsteps to preempt the late night talk show, which I just pulled it up and it said, yes, it is. It is going to preempt it as well. Together, Sinclair and Nexstar affiliate stations make up a quarter of ABC's reach to the household. So the other 75% is going to get Jimmy Kimmel tonight. I will say this, he probably might get a bump in ratings because a lot of people are going to tune in just to see what he's going to say. He's supposed to be funny. I mean, late night is supposed to be funny, and it's supposed to be. They should be making fun of everybody. They should be making fun of everybody. Now let's take a look at this. This cracked me up. Let's see. Is it going to come up here? I did see this yesterday. Or yesterday evening, I was laying down. I hadn't been feeling good the last 2 days. The sinuses, the weather's changing. I don't know. So I've been muting this mic when I have to start to cough. But yeah, maybe the changing of the weather is just making me feel under the weather. So this cracks me up.
From Hollywood, it's Jimmy Kimmel Live. Hollywood is showing its support for Jimmy Kimmel after ABC announced it suspended Jimmy Kimmel Live over the late-night host's comments regarding the death of conservative activist Charlie Kirk. Over 400 celebrities have signed a letter by the American Civil Liberties slamming Disney for the suspension
Look, it's the usual suspects, but it gets better.
Of the show. According to the Hollywood Reporter, the letter condemns, quote, efforts by leaders to pressure artists, journalists, and companies with retaliation for their speech strike at the heart of what it means to live in a free country. The list of signatures includes Jennifer Aniston and Jason Bateman, Selena Gomez, Tom Hanks, Jamie Lee Curtis, and many more. And since
same list of leftist liberals who these people come out and said, some of them said they're going to transition their own child. I mean, these people are insane. So if we do it, it's okay. Now you guys can do this too. George Clooney comes out and just, I mean, he is so far like, look, I love the movie Oh Brother, Where Art Thou. I love it. It's Mama says he's bona fide. It was a great movie. But I just wish, what was Laura Ingraham on her radio program years ago? She used to just say, just shut up and entertain me. Just shut up and sing. There was a little thing that she had that she would say that on her radio program. I haven't listened to her radio program in a long time. But it used to be that way, and I never forgot it. It's like, will y'all just shut up and just entertain? Because once you tell us what your politics are, I mean, it just makes me not want to listen to your music and not want to watch your movies. Literally. And then most of the movies that's come out the past decade have been nothing but skewed liberal propaganda and woke indoctrination. And they put these women, and even in video games, they put these women in these designing video games. What are you doing? Now, I don't see nothing wrong with a woman being a part of a team, but somebody needs to stop her going, no, we're not going to do that. Your car is not broke. Don't try to fix it. So they tried to fix Hollywood. And Hollywood's gone in the toilet. And I was also wanting to beg the question is Hollywood dying or almost dead? Because they are losing massive money. I don't know if you guys watch Neurotic. He's really good. Y'all need to check him out. He usually has a panel. He comes on. He does Neurotic Nooner. He has that. He puts a other couple things up, but they really go over the stats of the money that these movies are making. They review these movies, and it's really interesting. And I have been enlightened on watching, like, wow, Superman, the new Fantastic Four, all of these movies, they spent this ton of money, and then boom, they go straight to what, where you order them online, where you could pre-order them on Prime and then watch them on there. What do you call that now? Instead of going, what do we still say, going straight to DVD? Is that how we still say it? Well, basically, you get the idea. So how much longer can they last where just people aren't going to see these movies?
The news of the suspension, others have decided to cancel their subscription to Disney's streaming platforms, such as Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN, in a way to show their opposition to the company's decision. Actress Cynthia Nixon took to her Instagram on September 21st to encourage others to end their subscription.
Hey, I just canceled my Disney Plus and Hulu subscriptions, and they asked me why. I hit other, and I wrote, because I believe in the First Amendment, reinstate Jimmy Kimmel. Now, my whole family is really gonna miss Abbott Elementary.
Really?
We are really gonna miss Only Murders in the Building.
Wow.
But you know what? We would miss the First Amendment a whole lot more. Don't go to the theme parks. Don't go on the cruises. Cancel your subscriptions.
Who is she anyway? If anybody's watching my video, who is she? I don't even know who she is. She, now, look, I agree with her on cancel Disney Plus, and nobody's going to miss their stupid programming. And don't go on these Disney cruises. Don't support Disney. Hit them in the pocket. But I want that for a completely different reason than what she wants. Of course, I want free speech. Of course, I think companies have the right to kick somebody out of their thingy, Sinclair, Nexstar, kick them off the airways if they feel like he's a detriment to their bottom line. Because if local businesses aren't going to buy advertisement, then why should they show Jimmy Kimmel, right? Unless he's going to show good faith and change his tone and change some of his writing to where maybe he could be funny. He's probably gonna, I don't know. I heard somebody say earlier that he's probably when his contract runs out, it's not going to get renewed. I don't know. Obviously, that's speculation, but you had Colbert. They're giving him the boot because they've lost so much money, and apparently Kimmel's ratings were lower than Colbert. So go figure. But this cracks me up. Like she really has those things. I don't know. I'm I'm skeptical. Does she really have Disney Plus? Is she really watch those shows? Do y'all remember when Jim Carrey, yeah, Carrey, the Lurch, Rush Limbaugh used to call him, and he was running for president. And him and his wife and his team, they all went to Wendy's, right, for like a photo op, and they were all sitting at this big table, and they ordered all this food, you know, doing this little photo op. And it was filmed, and then you heard like the next day they threw every bit of that food away. They didn't even eat it. They're like, we ain't eating this shit. Oh, damn. And look, I don't blame them for not eating it. I mean, guys, come on. Y'all go watch those how you can leave a hamburger out and it will never decompose. It's disgusting. And the oils and the saturated fats and stuff and the fries. I got something the other day because I'm boring like that it was on how food was better back in the 70s. Like, do you remember when you were a kid, food just seemed to be much better? Well, it was better because it was fresh ingredients. And they took McDonald's, they were showing McDonald's back in the 70s where they're back there cutting fresh vegetables. They're getting tomatoes and lettuce from the local farmers in the area. They actually cut the potatoes and fried them there. Now it's all processed, come in bags, frozen bags of little bits of meat that like, what the hell is this? But like, that'd be more for Taco Bell, like the crappy meat that's in it. But you get the point. Um, like, she's not eating Wendy's. Terry wasn't eating Wendy's and his family. Like, hell no. They went somewhere else. They went to a high dollar restaurant and got all fresh ingredients. They weren't going to eat that crap because they know it's crap. But no, crap is okay for us. And going off on a little side note here too for that, but I hope JFK gets the ingredients, a lot of ingredients that are in our foods banned. It's killing us. It's killing us.
Now,
Jimmy Kimmel has yet to speak out on the state of his show.
Wow. Wow. So that's just cracked me up. It just cracked me up. Like, I need y'all to just cancel. So what? So they brought this out and said that. And I was thinking when I saw this last night, I'm like, is this really going to have an effect on Iger and his committee at Disney and the affiliates at Sinclair and Nexstar and all of this stuff? I'm like, really? literally, Steve Jobs wouldn't even let his own child have an Apple device. Do you think, I mean, do you really think these people, are really buying, have Disney Plus, go on Disney cruises? I doubt it. If they go on a cruise, they're on their own yacht or a yacht that they freaking rented or whatever. I'm just not buying it. And I'd be curious to know. Now, I did hear back a while back Disney stock was down a bit, but I don't think the Hollywood crowd has that much clout to make a significant difference for Disney to cave. I'm assuming, and going out on a limb here, that they were just going to just punish him for a little bit, and then he come back. That I was thinking that in the back of my mind. This is going to blow over. But in that article we just read, it was saying that he's not going to apologize. Which, hey, he might. We might wake up tomorrow morning, because I'm not staying up to watch this mess. But we wake up tomorrow morning, and then lo and behold, maybe he did apologize, which I'm not buying it. He's a leftist. He is a leftist. He's one of their foot soldiers. He's getting paid. All of them were getting paid. All of the late night are getting paid by the left, DNC. Yeah, I'm saying it, for propaganda, because they've been doing it for years. Every night they bash anything Trump does. Trump this, Trump that, Trump. I mean, if they were balanced, they would have been making fun. I mean, there was plenty to make fun um of Biden. Now, I don't think, now, towards the end there, they were sticking to their guns that Biden was okay. But we all kind of knew it by watching, like something doesn't seem right. So I'm not saying you should make fun of somebody because, they've got some mental stuff going on. But prior to that, they could have been making fun of him stumbling and bumbling, his word salad, Kamala's word salad. They did have that one girl do Kamala, and she was fantastic. But there was so much to make fun of and have fun. Have fun with it without being malicious. But anyway, that's just my take on that. There's still more, and here we go.
All right, Raymond, we received euphoric news today. Jimmy Kimmel coming back to late night television. All the Democrats are happy again.
It's true. It's true, Laura. The Walt Disney Company said
She said euphoric. Like everybody said, yay, he's coming back.
today. They had issued a statement, rather, and it says, Jimmy Kimmel, we had thoughtful conversations with him, and the show is returning Tuesday. Here's the wild card for them. The Hollywood...
Wait. They had thoughtful conversations. They were utilizing their critical thinking skills. How can we bullshit the public even more? That's their critical thinking.
Reporter says Nexstar, a major ABC affiliate, is still preempting the show, and Sinclair, which broadcasts in D.C. and in some 40 markets for ABC, they say they won't play a Kimmel show until he apologizes to the Kirk family and makes a contribution to Turning Point USA. So that's a big block of his viewing audience gone in the ratings.
I think it's without a doubt that we can conclude this, that the Democrats and the left were far more upset about Jimmy Kimmel being suspended from television than they were about Charlie Kirk or any person debating someone on a college campus being assassinated.
Oh, I agree wholeheartedly. I mean, I think that's just a given. They were like, and then they go out and they start protesting about Jimmy Kimmel and all of this stuff. It's like, oh my God, what? Let them. I'm glad, in a way, guys, because we see how evil these people truly are and who their allegiance are, and it is to Satan.
Assassinated, right? That upset them much more than Kirk.
Well, they wrap this in a free speech argument. And look, there are reports that ABC needs the FCC to approve their multi-billion-dollar deal with ESPN and the NFL. So that's lingering in the background. Kimmel's pals and critics were sounding off.
When the government says, I'm not pleased with you, so we're going to orchestrate a way to silence you, it's the wrong direction for our country.
So no one silences us, but the government cannot apply pressure to force someone to be silenced.
Look, Jimmy. Yeah, it's Whoopi and The View still. Who watches The View? Wow. We all want to silence Whoopi. Just because we want her to go away. Not that she doesn't have a right to free speech. We just want you to go away and say it in your home. Or go get a podcast and people could tune in if they want, you know. Actually, people could tune in if they want to ABC, but who the heck is watching it? I don't understand.
Kimmel suffers from two things. First of all, he said a terrible thing about Charlie.
Isn't that terrible how they have the lighting on him to look like that? Something's wrong here. And, and now everybody's going to go, look, he's Mr. Orange.
But he also suffers from the fact that he's got no talent and he's got no ratings.
I love Trump. Guy's got no talent and he's got no ratings. It's just quintessential Trump there. And I love it. He's like no other politician we have ever had. And you got to admit that. He's entertaining. He's funny. Sometimes he says things like, maybe you shouldn't have said that. But you know what? I like him just the way he is because he is who he is. And he says what's on his mind. He doesn't really dance around and just, tells us what we want to hear. He tells us what's on his own mind.
Laura,
well, that's
this
his
kind
opinion.
of puts to... Yeah, well, but the ABC deciding to put Kimmel back on, it does lay to rest this narrative that somehow the government was orchestrating his removal from the air.
Stupid.
What I think is, and the Hollywood Reporter is only intimating that Nexstar may not air it. We don't have confirmation of that. But assuming they take Kimmel's show off, that is up to the local affiliates, and his ratings are down. And he has lost $70 million of income since January in ad dollars for the network.
No.
So
all right.
It is what it is.
I think we can conclude that the hard left and liberal Democrats believe it is their God-given right to have their friends make millions of dollars a year for eternity, even if their show doesn't make any money. They have the God-given right to do that. So that's what they think. All right. Mamdani, Raymond.
Rush Limbaugh says they prop up failure. They just throw money at you, give you a show. If you're an objective failure on the left, you've been bad. Or you said things that the conservatives got onto you about. Oh boy, the left's going to snatch you up. Man, this is our new golden boy or our golden girl. Let's go. Jimmy Kimmel. I just think they're all, what is the word for it? They're like operatives. Propaganda operatives for the left wing. I mean, hey, maybe George Soros is throwing money in there because I don't understand how a business operates and continues to just lose money like a sieve. It's just losing money. Like, we're going to keep this guy on with low-ass ratings and pay him $15 million. I bet anybody on YouTube could do a better job than Jimmy Kimmel. And even some of the content creators that can write and that are funny and articulate could do a better job and have better ratings. And there you have it. I thought I'd give my little 2 cents worth on that. And what did he say? He said he wasn't sure Nexstar was. This is saying this Nexstar joint says it won't air Kimmel. This was aired 6 hours ago. So I don't know if this was aired last night. This was probably aired last night on Fox. Fox, guys, gets on my nerves. They all look like Laura here. Why did she go get some plastic surgery? I don't know. She looked fine. Y'all remember Greta Van Sester? What? She did something to her face. I used to watch her program. She was an attorney. Y'all remember her program? Oh, God, I'm old. Okay, so this was like 10, 15 years ago. But now I like Harris Faulkner. I really do. I really like. I'll check out some of her stuff. I watched one of her things yesterday, but I tune in. I'll see a thumbnail, Fox News, headline. I'll click on it, and all of them look like plastic Barbie dolls. I mean, there's just like this caked on every one of them. Every one of them. And even Brian Killed Me. They showed a close up of him, and he was on the other day, and he was interviewing one of the boys that got suspended from a high school. Him and his buddies went into the locker room, and there's a girl in there. And they were talking amongst themselves, like, why is she in here? And then this girl complained, and then them boys get suspended, and then the dad gets a lawyer, and then, this ain't happening. So, Kilmeade's on one side, and then the attorney and the dad's on the other, which they look like normal people. But Kilmeade you could see the eyeliner and the makeup all over his face. It's like, Fox, what are y'all doing? I can't, y'all. It drives me nuts. It has to be an important subject for me to go and look because I'm like, oh my God, I need to get this information from somewhere else or just read the article because it's so plastic. It's so fake. It's like, what are you guys doing? Why don't you want to just look like a natural person? You could do a little bit of makeup, but good night. The men and the women. I mean, you could take a chisel. I mean, are they going to end up like Tammy Faye Baker? I don't know. Just inquiring minds want to know. And there you have it. That's the news.